There's a weird thing online that I want to talk about. There is a conspiracy theory, and it's been around for a long time, since I became a public figure, that I am Nicole Brown Simpson, that she and I are actually the same person. This is a thing, you can Google it. And of course, it was all over the place yesterday. It was all over my mentions yesterday, people tweeting pictures of the two of us at me in my comments. This is the first time I really went down the rabbit hole with any amount of time. And I have to tell you, it's amazing to me how many people have given real thought to this. They were having arguments about how it could be, how it might not be. I think the theory is I am right now actually Nicole Brown Simpson, that I wasn't actually murdered. Somehow Hollywood staged this or did something to make it look like I had died. And then I came back as journalist Megyn Kelly. And I guess also decided to make myself a public figure. I didn't decide to lead this quiet life, having gotten away with this ruse. I decided to go back on the air under the name Megyn Kelly.
As you guys just heard in that video, Nicole Brown Simpson's other character is Megyn Kelly, and she openly admitted in plain sight on her own show that she is Nicole Brown Simpson and that Nicole Brown faked her death and has another character named Megyn Kelly. And even though she was being sarcastic in that video, she's still openly admitting it in plain sight by even addressing the situation. It's like when celebrities respond to my videos, they always have to address the situation because it's a way of them admitting in plain sight. And when they admit the truth in plain sight, they're no longer deceiving anybody because people are willingly deciding to believe the lie at that point because they've already admitted the truth to you. So that's why they do that so much. But anyways, before I show you guys the full video of her admitting this, I want to show you guys some more proof that Nicole Simpson faked her death and that the whole OJ situation was fake, because her other character is Megyn Kelly. As you guys can see, Nicole Brown Simpson looks exactly like Megyn Kelly. I mean, this one is in plain sight. Here's another really good comparison. And there's so many comparisons online that I found because apparently so many people know about this one already, and it's been a long conspiracy theory. But I hate how they call it conspiracy theories because at the end of the day, this is a fact. This is actually a conspiracy fact. They love to label them as theories so that people can still doubt it in the back of their mind. But I call this a fact because the comparisons are undeniable, especially right here. They literally have the same face and the same nose and the same wrinkles in their skin and the same eyes as well. So this is irrefutable proof, and I'm gonna bring some more proof because they're even connected in gematria. So Megyn Kelly's real name is Megyn Marie Kelly, and for some reason they spelled Megyn with a Y, and this was purposely done because when you spell Megyn with a Y, it matches up with Nicole Brown Simpson. So Nicole Simpson faked her death at age 35, and Megyn spelled with a Y equals 35 in gematria, and then Megyn's middle name Marie also equals 35 in gematria. So this directly connects to Nicole Brown Simpson's age of her fake death. And Nicole Simpson was born in 1959, and then Megyn spelled with a Y equals 59, and Kelly equals 59. So her first and last name match up directly with the year that Nicole Brown Simpson was born. Then we see that Nicole Brown Simpson also matches up with Megyn Kelly's birthday because Megyn Kelly's birthday is November 18th, and Nicole equals 18 in gematria. When I spelled her name correctly, it still matched up with Nicole Brown Simpson's last name. As you can see, Megyn Kelly equals 105 and Simpson equals 105 in gematria. And the reason for this is because Megyn Kelly is always talking about OJ Simpson and his case. She has so many videos about it because her other character was allegedly killed by OJ. As you can see, Megyn Kelly was born in 1970, and OJ Simpson's real name is Orenthal James Simpson, which also equals 70 in gematria. And Nicole Brown met OJ Simpson in 1977, which is a direct connection to Megyn Marie Kelly. As you can see, Megyn Marie Kelly equals 77. And on top of that, Nicole Brown Simpson and OJ's full name also equals 77 in the same cipher. So not only was it scripted for them to meet in 1977 because of their names, but it was also scripted so that it can match up with Nicole's other character's full name. And they really pushed an agenda with this character because OJ Simpson was still married to his black wife when he met Nicole Brown, who is a white woman. And notice how they gave her the name Brown, which is very ironic. And this was a nasty agenda because Nicole Brown was 18 when she started dating OJ, and he was 30 years old. So this means that OJ was 12 years older, and that's a nasty agenda that they love to push. They love to promote for men to get younger women, and I can't talk too much about that agenda in this video because they're very sensitive about that topic, but I will be exposing the P agenda more on my Patreon. The link is in the description. It was scripted for Nicole to meet OJ when she was 18 because Nicole equals 18 in gematria, and on top of that, Die also equals 18 in gematria. Recently, they came out and said that a serial killer named Glenn Edward Rogers, who's a white man by the way, was actually the person who murdered Nicole Brown Simpson. So after all these years of having people argue about whether OJ killed her or not, they finally come out and say that a white man actually killed her, and nobody talks about it. People still think that OJ did it till this day. And even though this whole thing is fake because Nicole Brown faked her death, but the fact that they're openly showing you that the whole time they had people arguing for no reason, because this whole case was an agenda and it was a huge distraction in the media. Now I want to expose another one of OJ's characters, because in my last video I mainly exposed OJ Simpson for being The Rock, but you guys pointed out another character in my comment section, so I'll be exposing that character in this video. If you guys want more information about OJ Simpson and The Rock, go watch my original video on this topic, and Devon Sade also has a video on this topic. The link to both of these videos will be in the description. In this video, I mainly want to focus on OJ's base character, which is John Amos. He is most known for his role in Good Times, and as you can see, John Amos looks exactly like OJ Simpson. And shout out to everybody that commented about this one, because I didn't even think about it until you guys let me know in the comments. So in my original video, I exposed the characters that they made based off of OJ, and now we know where OJ's character is based off of. And not only do they look so much alike when they were younger, but even now as they got older, they still look exactly alike. I mean, they have the same nose, the same eyes, the same head shape. Everything about these characters is the same. Here's another really good comparison that I made. This one is so obvious. Now let's get into the gematria connections. His full name is John Allen Amos Jr. And as you can see, OJ Simpson equals 58 and John Allen Amos is also 58 in the same cipher. And then we see that John Amos was born in 1939 and OJ Simpson is 39 in gematria. And I noticed that their birthdays are very similar. OJ Simpson was born on the 9th and John Amos was born on the 27th. And 2 + 7 is 9, so they both have a 9 in their date of birth. Recently, this picture has been surfacing on social media, and they're letting people know that John Amos was actually pushing an agenda behind closed doors. So he was in the show Good Times, where he had a black family, but in real life, he had a white family with mixed kids. And this is the same thing that OJ promoted. As you can see, he used to have a black family, but he left them for this white woman that was only 18 years old, and then he had mixed kids with her, just like John Amos. So both of these characters literally pushed the same agenda in plain sight. And John Amos's full name also matches up with Dwayne Johnson. As you can see, John Allen Amos Jr. equals 167 and 59, just like Dwayne Johnson in the same ciphers. And this is a connection because John Amos is the base character of OJ, which means that he's also the base character of The Rock. So this is why they all look alike. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you're new here, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel and check out my original video on OJ. The link is in the description. And now I just want to show you guys the full video of Megyn Kelly admitting that she's Nicole Brown Simpson. And then I'll show you guys a good video comparing the two characters. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, subscribe to my Patreon for exclusive content that isn't allowed on YouTube. The link's in the description.
There's a weird thing online that I want to talk about. There is a conspiracy theory, and it's been around for a long time, since I became a public figure, that I am Nicole Brown Simpson, that she and I are actually the same person. This is a thing, you can Google it. And of course, it was all over the place yesterday. It was all over my mentions yesterday, people tweeting pictures of the two of us at me in my comments. And this is the first time I really went down the rabbit hole. And I have to tell you, it's amazing to me how many people have given real thought to this. They were having arguments about how it could be, how it might not be. I think the theory is I am right now actually Nicole Brown Simpson, that I wasn't actually murdered, that somehow Hollywood staged this or did something to make it look like I had died. And then I came back as journalist Megyn Kelly. And I guess also decided to make myself a public figure. I didn't decide to lead this quiet life, having gotten away with this ruse. I decided to go back on the air under the name Megyn Kelly. And there was somebody online defending me. I imagined the DNA must be on file. Then somebody responds, not a chance. I said this earlier. Megyn Kelly dated my uncle for years while they were both at Syracuse. He's in her book. She used to babysit me. This is all total BS. You are correct, into thin air. I am a real person with a whole independent history having nothing to do with Nicole Brown Simpson, who was very clearly murdered back in 1994. And I don't know what this says about us, Adam, but I do think it's important in our society to somehow try to maintain some distance between starting in a lab is a conspiracy theory and you're a nutcase, and people who believe there are lizard people walking amongst us and that I'm reincarnation or the current version of Nicole. I do worry that getting from the first group, which are not conspiracy theories, they're just labeled such, into the second group, which are genuinely unhinged beliefs. I don't know. Is that the path? Does one go from being called a conspiracy theorist into actual conspiracy theories? Or how and why is this happening to the second group?
Well, it is interesting. You're right. If you create flat earthers and lizard people and all that, then they will lump side effects from the and lab origin or origin of the, then you'll get lumped into the lizard person flat earther group, which would be pretty effective if you were trying to throw a little mud and tarnish the reputation of somebody who believed in something that was real, like origins of, and then smear them. So there is something sort of diabolical about it. I feel your pain. I'm mistaken for Greg Brady of the Brady Bunch quite a bit. And there's a lot of theories online as to whether there's two of us or just me. And then why would I go into media? But let's not make
we
this
need a split
about
screen of that. We're going to work on that. Let's see. And this is just from yesterday, but these pop up on my timeline all the time. Nicole Brown Simpson versus Megyn Kelly. Hollywood recycles dead actors. Why does Nicole Brown Simpson look exactly like Megyn Kelly? I don't think we look exactly like it all. There's a vague resemblance. Is Megyn Kelly Nicole Brown Simpson? And on and on. I am going to put on this video some pictures of the young Megyn Kelly in Syracuse, New York, where I grew up. I was born in Illinois, moved to Illinois. Moved to Syracuse. I have a long history of being alive in my own skin under my own name, people. You gotta let it go. Focus on getting the help you need. Go outside, smell the fresh air, get some rest, see real people. Stay off the internet. I think that's the number one piece of advice. Stay off the internet. If you are prone to this kind of thinking, it's not your friend.